Hi, I'm Malcolm and this is a video about the Nunraw Abbey website. This video tells you a bit about the setup of the website and some of the technical details. You probably will never need most of the information in this video. It is just a reference so that if you need information, it tells you a bit about the website and how it's built. I will also do a separate video that's a shorter one that is a brief tutorial about how to use the website. So the other tutorial I think will be useful. This one is mainly for reference. This is the document that you also got with the website. I've sent this document and this tells you all the details you need about the website. Now notice one of the most important thing is it is unlikely you'll ever need most of this information. This is all the reference information that you store somewhere safe and you may occasionally need some of it. There's information here about the different kinds of detail I'll give you, about the email that is used to set up the website, about what's called nominate registration and so on, and I'll show you the actual details. So here is the main table of data. You'll notice I've blanked it out so that you can't see it at the moment, just in case this video is shared elsewhere or used as an example. The very first level is about the client, so that we know the contact details of who has set up the website. And then below that there are the three main things that you do actually need. One is the web address for the website itself. The second one is so that you can log in to the front of the website and edit articles very easily. And the third thing is so that you can actually get behind that to look at the administration of the website. So we'll talk about all of that in a moment. In terms of the detail here, the first information is the actual email address that was used to set it up. If you ever need to change the website and somebody says, well, who are you? Prove that you own the website. This is the email details, the information that you need, because this proves who you are. This is the email that was used to set up the website. It's not my email, it is it's an email for the website. So that's all there. The next thing you need is to set up what's called registration with Nominate. It's just like having a registration number on a car. Every website has to be registered in the UK, just like cars have to be registered. So you have to go to the registrar and give them details of the name of the company that is registering the website. So that's the first thing you have to do before you're allowed to take it on the road, so to speak. Unlike cars, you do actually need somewhere to store it. It's like having a garage, but it's like a requirement that you have a garage to shelter the car in at night, sort of thing. So this is all the information about the hosting, about where the website is physically stored on what is sometimes known as the cloud, and again, information you probably won't need, but this has to be paid for once a year so that you maintain the hosting, because you just rent it. So if there's ever an issue with that, here's the kind of details you need. There's a password, there's a PIN number that allows you access. So all of that information is here, and this is the annual fee as well, and how it was paid. Again, just the last 4 digits of a credit card or something like that. Okay, once you've done all that, you can then access the domain. You can use this registration number up here, the thing that has been registered, to access the physical space on the web, the host, and that's basically the domain. That's the setup. And in this case, I'll show you this as well, but that allows you to add lots of tools. If you want to add a new email address, you can normally do it here. The email for Nunraw has been set up by a different company, so it makes it all very complicated. But this would be the straightforward place to set up an email. It takes 2 seconds to create an email address. We can't do that because another organisation has set it up. If it's ever changed over, it makes it a lot easier, but I'll leave that just now. So the tool we've then used to build the website is a thing called Joomla. Again, you will never need this information unless something goes drastically wrong. But this gives you all the information about the underlying website database and all the extensions, all the extra bits that have been added. So all that information is there in the reference document. As I say, you keep it somewhere safe. You perhaps read through it. If there's someone with some technical knowledge, they may want to see parts of it. But really, it is for reference. It's in case I get run over by a bus and you need to change things and I can't give you the information. So that's your reference document. But let's come back and look at the websites that you can use just for a minute. If I now go to the website, basically this is the home page, and that's what you expect from a website. Let's put it onto the full screen. So you can go to different pages on the website. You can look at the information that's there, exactly what you'd expect about a website. There's then a second address here, again in the reference document, the login web address, this one here. So basically the front end login web address, that basically allows you to log into the website so that you can make changes. At the moment you can look at any of these articles. If you want to make changes, you go to a different web address, and I've given you the details. You log in, and now you're back at the website with exactly the same information, but there are 2 or 3 differences. One is there's a nice message here that says you're logged in, to make that very clear, and the other is you've got a little cog here for editing the articles. As I say, I'm going to do a separate short video on that explains exactly how you can log in and how you can edit the articles. This is just to show you the different kind of access you have. So now wherever you go, it says you're logged in, and you get this little cog that allows you to edit the articles. If you want to do even more technical stuff, the way I set up the menus and everything, this is what's called the back end of the system. So this is again looking at the Nunraw Abbey website, but this is looking at the database behind it. You may never need this, but it is all here. Here are all the articles. So this is actually where you create articles, and you can also from here create a new menu item. If you go to the menus, the main menu, here is the actual menu with our history, future plans and so on. So basically you can add a new menu item here. Again, I'll show you that in the tutorial. This is just about the different levels of access. You can go even beyond that. If there's something really technical and there's a problem, I've had to do this about once out of all the websites I've built. You can actually go to the file level. So this is actually where all the files are stored, and this is pretty technical stuff. But what you can also do here is you can do things like create emails normally. So this is where I would go to do things like back up the site, create emails, do updates. So this is really it would only be a technical person that would normally look at this level. So that's the technical level. As I say, just very briefly go through these again. This is the website. This is the website once you are logged in, because you can then edit things. So it's exactly the same, except you've got this ability to actually edit. This is the back end of the website, the administrator pages, where you can look at things like menus. If you wanted to, you could change the text colour throughout the whole site. And finally, this is cPanel. So if I go back to looking at the document I showed you, I've got the website in the background there. This corresponds to all the information here. So here is stuff about the hosting. So this is where it is hosted, and that is the C panel. That's the panel where all the files are. Above that you go into Joomla to the database, and Joomla gives you this kind of back-end access to all the files and menus, and then at the highest level you just have this login. So at the highest level you can just look at the login that allows you to edit articles directly. Okay, so that explains a little bit about this package that I sent you, about all the reference information. As I say, the main message is keep it somewhere safe. If there is ever a technical problem, this has got every single piece of reference information that you need. Hope it all works and you never need it. Okay, bye.